Streaming is on.
Hello, world.
Yeah, greetings,
Hi.
future people.
Welcome to the Game Changer live coding session, where we're discussing Unimatrix and getting that to run with some interesting problems.
For the record, I just came from the gym. I'm not really sweaty like this.
Oh, I didn't know.
Nobody can tell. Don't worry.
I'm very stressed about this sweating.
It's difficult to tell on the camera, but now that you announced it, we'll know. So
We're all checking on your
Now,
camera.
turn it off. Turn it off.
It's your fault.
Yeah, I mean, all the other links work. Only the good note is the bad note in this case.
It's the incomplete. One thing I also shared with you in the another message. So it's your link, but if you don't write gun and you write anything else, it still goes there. I wonder if the gun part is unnecessary. So if you type in anything else, yeah. See, for us, it has to have gun.
No, yeah, and
And if you type yours in,
yeah, and if I do mine, I still get something. That's true.
yeah. I wonder if that could be an issue.
The one thing is the actual WebSocket service, and the other one is like a web server that one usually has. All these GAN-TV peer relays offered, open sourced by the team, the GAN-TV team. They usually have this HTTP server that if you don't provide, the files, it just replies with that ugly undefined. So the undefined comes from there. Probably if you put any, we could check that. If we put any subpath under the Unimatrix path, maybe it's trying to serve files that are not there, and you should get that undefined or maybe another error. But as far as I know, on all the examples that they were using and systems that were using GAN-TV, the /gun was the one that was used by the WebSocket service.
Okay.
That's what I know. We can, of course, check, triple check. But that's how things should be working.
If I remove gun from the others, it's like then the line link doesn't work without the gun part. So
Is it giving the
something you
same
really
error
need.
that can't connect? Or what
Yeah.
error is it giving?
Can't establish connection.
Okay.
You see, but this
yeah.
error, I've noticed my HTTP link was downgrading and needed to be upgraded. It's totally different situation than what you have. Your path is just wrong or something. So your HTTPS is probably good. So, but you still get the same error. So it's hard to know actually what's going on from here.
Okay.
What I can do if I log into my server and I go to and I do all the servers defined here, and if I say I want to know what a problem is, I have the access log for this server. So if I want to know what's going on, I can see here when a connection happens, what is actually happening on the back end. So server.
Okay. I think I should have something similar. Maybe
You should have something similar for Apache.
Yeah.
and then
In fact,
you get maybe you get a better error message,
okay. Let me try
like
that.
file not found, or I don't know, certificate wrong, or wrong path, or usually that is just giving you more information, and you can check that actually your web server is actually being accessed. So also important. Probably
Okay.
is, but
Okay. That makes
I
sense.
never. I usually, when I start guessing, I know I'm in the wrong. I'm doing it wrong. Don't know enough. You
I
can
see.
start guessing forever because you don't know, and there are a million things that could be wrong. So it's better to get information at the source, and at this point, Apache is giving you a problem.
I see. Yeah, let me try error log. Mhm.
Guys, have you made Apache work once with Unimatrix with any node, but once with Apache?
Say that again.
I'm finding some information maybe that implies that maybe Apache can have some issues with the things that are not only HTTP, like WebSockets or something more modern.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, yeah, I would have hoped it would have been pretty straightforward, but yeah, it looks like maybe it's no point going down this route of trying to get Apache to work. We can try with Nginx. I mean, looking at the config that Martin, it seems pretty straightforward
It is
to add
very.
Nginx.
I don't think it's a hard switch, and we can help
Yeah.
you better. And our setups are more simple, just like you said. Can you share the full setup script? Well, that is the missing piece. So that is the part you are doing differently. If we need to
Yeah.
create the same setup on Apache, for us, it's learning an entirely new program. So that's
Okay.
quite hard.
Okay, that makes sense.
Still, if you made it with Apache, then we can share the recipe also for Apache lower.
Yeah. If you want to do the effort, yeah, you can add it into the
Yeah,
documentation.
Abu, maybe you can make a course.
Yeah. Hey,
But then it's not supposed to
well, that's
be.
not
I mean,
funny. Funding in milestone 3, you can get funding for that. So keep that in mind.
Yes, I'm sure people want to learn from me. The Google step 1, Google. Step 1, step 2, hit up on YouTube. Um,
I mean, we can be wrong, of course, but in general, these kind of issues are not maybe specific to Unimatrix or even sometimes specific to GandDB. Sometimes it's just a usual browser or network setups issues with backend setups, networking, routing, proxy. It's welcome to the web, to the jungle. Because Unimatrix, if you check the code, also you can see it by yourselves. I mean, Unimatrix is like a layer on top of GandDB. It's not even touching deep stuff on GandDB itself. So it's at least that I can say that we're not messing with extra stuff.
Yeah,
see.
I've noticed the same. If Gun doesn't work, then Unimatrix doesn't work. Gun works, Unimatrix works.
See Unimatrix like a client software on top of GandDB, like a way of using GandDB. Just that. Nothing more complicated than that.
I'm looking at the error logs. You're right. I don't see anything.
Yeah, but some,
I'm
Yeah.
seeing invalid URI path. Is it possible? Do you recognize this IP 35.195.40.60?
I don't have your screen, so I don't know.
Sure, but let us know if you are willing to share. Remember, we are on live.
There's nothing here anyone would want to steal. Maybe what not to do here. So this is what I see. So this is the, where am I here? This
That's
is the
weird.
access log. This is the error log. It says invalid URI path, and it says a bunch of other stuff.
And when is
but yeah,
that? 5
that
o'clock.
was, yeah, whatever that is. Not
March
reasonable.
11th.
51. Yeah, today's
10 hours
March
ago.
11th.
That should have nothing to do with Unimatrix, probably. It's CGI bins like these add-ons on Apache. I may be wrong, but I think that's something completely different. So those can be attempts of hacking, because if you check the last part of the path, it's trying to run a /sh command.
This thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Doubt it.
Logging in.
So if
Bash script.
it is an error, it's a good news. I mean, if
Yeah.
it has been prevented, yay.
If it was in your access log, it was not so good. No.
Okay, this is for Apache, but yeah, it might be. I don't know. There's nothing in here. Just the only thing that's running is the Docker. Yeah, this doesn't tell us very much.
But you can
doesn't
see,
seem-
if you look at your access log, you see that it returns a 400, so not a 200. The last one. So a 400 is not
405.
correct.
400.
Maybe.
Okay. Can we read the I don't remember the file name. It was http conf. The configuration file for Apache. Can we check? I mean, because I don't understand your design, but how it is working. It's like you have your files being served from your front end, for example, and at the same time you're like rerouting the Unimatrix, the GANDB service.
Oh,
Yeah,
this doesn't. In my view, this proxy path doesn't look correct.
Okay.
That maybe you need to add some extra setup there for instructing also to deal with WebSockets. It's not just HTTP. Maybe WebSockets.
Adriano,
Yeah.
my proxy path works like this. It's location /, which is the root path, and the proxy path is already pointing at Unimatrix /gun. So that's when it starts to I think the root path should just be the root path. And like if you look at the, like you are directly serving Unimatrix here still, and not serving the 3081 is the what you HA proxy, which Roberto said was probably necessary.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
we don't do anything with our proxy right now. I don't do anything with it. I haven't even installed it. I removed it from Docker Compose.
Yeah. Well, if you want to copy our setup, you should run
Okay.
it, and then just use the root path and the 3081.
Something like this.
Yeah. And then change the port to 3081.
Okay.
There was
Well, nothing's running on that right now, but let's try this. See what happens.
No, that doesn't work,
No?
because then you only have the root path for Unimatrix.
Okay. So
But
we
it's
have to
easy.
have.
It's not hard. It's not hard to start HA proxy. What's the difficulty in starting HA?
I don't know. Not much. Let me try CD. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hold on. I'll stop sharing actually. So install HA proxy. That will that do. Then it's gonna feed it at what 3081 you said?
Yeah, 3081.
Okay. And then we do the same thing just with that.
Also, the exact setup we have on underline light, taking out everything else that you don't want, guys, and adding an Nginx, for example. Maybe it's not that hard. I mean, I did it once for a different use case, but yeah, I did it once, I remember, and it was working. It worked to serve static files. Remember, Martin, when I shared to Roberto some backup files? I did it with that setup. Like adding,
but I did it too. I did it to show them it was possible.
Okay.
Oh, you added this one? Yeah, that looks good.
Do I need to? I might need to delete a lot of this Cardano GraphQL stuff.
No,
right?
leave it. That's fine.
Because they don't have the variables.
No, it's not important. It's just an environment variable, and it does nothing if you don't use it.
All right.
But you do need to change this one. haproxy.config.
Where is that?
It's not here. It's it's a different file. If you look at my screen, I will make it a little bigger. You have the dandelion light, and then you have configs. And then in the configs folder, you have HA proxy folder.
Okay.
And in that folder, you have the HA proxy config. You have already commented out all that stuff, so that should work. But be careful. You need some stuff. If you leave some stuff out, like if you leave the front end app stuff out, it will not work.
Okay. So this stuff we can keep as is. 8053. It looks like.
Yeah, only uncomment the parts you don't need, like use all these paths to all these services you're not using. They have to be out.
Okay. Let's see. I don't even know what I don't need. This stuff.
So all the things that are left is the Unimatrix and the manifest.
Yeah, the manifest JSON. So it looks like this. I can get rid of this Koios light. I can get rid of Koios. I can get rid of.
Yeah, I don't know if once you've removed the link to the main section, you still need to uncomment it, but yeah, I did. So
let's try it without doing anything, and then we can
all that stuff. Yeah, you can check the logs if it's actually starting. So
let's try it. Scripts. Hop first to an undefined config and manifest JSON, executing blah blah blah. Okay, so it looks like.
I think my configuration is actually working.
Can you share?
I can copy the file to you.
Sure.
I think. How do we do that? That's always a struggle.
Share it on Slack, maybe.
Yeah. I need to get it in my downloads folder. It's in the GameChanger channel.
So this is your hub proxy config.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's try it. I'm just going to delete everything and I'm going to recreate it with your. And where's this manifest JSON? That's somewhere else?
It's that's a part Adriano created. I don't know where it is.
We'll try it again.
What do you need?
It's not important. It should work.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Sorry. Where am I?
Max,
Yeah.
by the way, if you need to discuss to review what you've been saying to me on DMs, let me know. Even if it's not GC related, maybe we can do some troubleshooting also.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just have some this eternal infinite load
Right.
here that I keep hitting. But,
Okay. So you have removed something somewhere.
Yeah, but I think it might be in the compose.
I think you have, yeah, manifest.json.
Yeah. So all the only thing I have Unimatrix, and then I have hub proxy. That's it. Oh, maybe I need to do this. What is it called?
Yeah. Adriano, can you tell me where is this? It's saying it's can't find that file.
What screen are you referring to? Yours or say
Mine, in this case, mine. But something in his configuration is wrong, so that he misses the manifest.json.
manifest.json? Okay, manifest file from Dandelion Lite is created live when you start the service, and it's created based on all the environment variables. Remember our .envs? The .env creates the actual manifest.json by concatenating text. So then somewhere, I don't remember exactly where, the file is being saved on one of the volumes, and that's been served.
Right. But I see that you don't have a .env file, which is weird.
You, as in Ciel?
No. Yeah.
Ciel? Okay.
Oh, I don't.
If you look at, you should have a .env file, but you don't. If I check your, if I see your file, your browser, or what's that exactly?
My terminal.
What's in
It's
the
supposed to be
background?
here.
Yeah, if you do, can you do ls space dot?
Yeah, this. This way you can see. This line.
Why
This is just
do I-
yours. This has
Oh,
nothing to do with
that's-
this. That's you.
Oh, that's. But
That's the
you
main
have
one, yeah.
you have no dot files. That's crazy.
What's going on? He does not have the dot, but not even the example.
Can you try ls.env?
Sure. Just here in this dandelion.
Oh, you have .env.
You want to see it?
Right. Okay. Yeah, that should be okay. Maybe maybe that needs to be built, Adriano. I don't know. Where would it be built?
What thing exactly?
that manifest file? What is building that thing and where?
Those you have index links that environment variable creates the home, the index.html. And if you go a bit up, you will see. I don't remember the name of the. Go a bit upper.
The
More
we
there.
lost the connection.
Node extensions. The node extensions environment variable is the one that ultimately creates the manifest file.
Is everybody gone now?
I can hear you, Martin.
Yeah,
I hear you. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I hear.
I'm back.
Martin, you seem to have connection issues. You have a red.
Yeah,
indicator.
I know.
Now you're okay.
I was red. I think, Newman came in and then everything started crashing.
Well, I changed. It's strange because I changed my VPN endpoint also the same time you couldn't hear anybody. So whose fault is it really? Newman's or mine?
Uh-oh. Never do that again then.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Hey.
How are you?
Hey, but
Hey, right here.
are we skipping a step here, Adriano? The reason this file is not created, the manifest.
I mean, if you have not commented out all the node extensions and stuff, so it should be working from this file. Maybe something is missing on the Docker Compose or on the scripting side. We check on the Docker Compose. Maybe we can see. That's checking the logs is good. The approxy, for example, logs.
But
Running.
Okay,
this file, this user local etc. ww, where is it actually located? Is that in a container? Is that in the HA proxy container?
Which one are you?
This one.
User
the
local. You say that path user local? Proxy,
Yeah.
no. What are you saying?
Where is that path? Is that in a container? In the HA
Yes, I
proxy?
mean the first path, the first part of that and those expressions are the hosts file system is on configs a proxy.
Right.
That
Should
directory was mounted on user local etc. a proxy directory on the volume of the container. That's the
Is it
relationship.
maybe necessary that we rebuild the Docker?
Yes,
we do it.
probably.
Dash build.
First, yeah.
Dash build would be the best first step.
Let me check on my side because I'm watching your screen, but I will be checking here the code to see some of I think the Docker Compose file created the file. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, if I check here, there's a target.
Sometimes you build so much stuff that then you forget the details. It's like
Absolutely, of course.
let me check. So Docker Compose.
I think it should be. Oh, I don't see a Docker. Oh, is that?
Yes, Docker, guys, but you have erased that part on the official branch of Dandelion Light. Below volumes, you have some secret entries, secrets, and some configs entries on Docker Compose. On the configs entries, there, two files are being created using environment
Right.
variables. So the
Oh,
Docker Compose app, probably the Docker Compose app
yeah.
will create the files.
You need that part. Guys, you deleted everything, man. Don't do that. Don't go crazy.
Okay, so
It's-
we need.
It's
need
It's
to-
all at the bottom. All at the bottom. You got that. Yeah.
Okay, we need all of this, all the way from configs,
yeah, and-
secrets.
Secrets. Well, secrets probably not.
Just in cases. I mean,
Yeah,
secrets
yeah.
no, because you're not using Postgres.
No,
Secrets
but
can
it doesn't matter if to have secrets.
Okay,
Let's not
so we
keep
need
secrets.
To say to my girlfriend.
All right. Dump in there. All this stuff, these variables, we don't need them. No description, all that stuff. Network tag. This
Yeah,
is
you
not going to
need
cause
that.
any.
Yeah. Keep it.
Maybe don't remove anything. Try to run it that way. If Docker Compose stops because too many issues with the missing environment variables, well, let's see. But otherwise, I mean, you guys just need to make it work. Then we can polish.
Okay.
Yes. There we go.
Okay. All right.
It
Excellent.
runs, but it works.
Well,
What? No. Now, do you think it'll work? Do I restart Apache or something?
well, we should check the Apache. What is the Apache doing now? Can we check if the config
Yeah,
is
let's try.
correct?
Let's try this first. Yeah, okay. So it looks like, what is this? 380. You said 380, right?
Yeah, it's at 380. You should have 380.
7.
Is this the first
Yeah.
Apache deployment?
Hey, this looks familiar.
Yes,
Okay.
the press Unimatrix, perfect.
Okay, now if I do this, what is it? 380?
No. Yeah, well, it does help, but you don't.
Now if I do that, that doesn't do anything. Oh, if I get rid of that. Oh, even this doesn't work.
What? Why do you
We'll
go?
figure that.
Your configuration is still wrong.
Yeah, it could be all messed up now. Okay, let's get. We're getting closer though.
Yeah. Just change the Apache configuration to what it should be.
Yes.
Yeah, you're still going to the wrong folder, port.
What is it?
So
380.
that one
Yeah.
should 3080.
All right. This could be the last bit. Do you want the slash? Yes.
No slash.
No slash. All right.
Why, Adriano? Do you know if this is correct? Having a proxy pass and having a proxy reverse, isn't that doing two things at once that you don't want?
To be honest, I'm not an expert on these config files, so maybe a quick one would be to
Hey.
ChatGPT.
Like I only have a proxy pass, so a reverse is the other direction. So yeah, I don't know if you need that.
Well, yeah, I'm going to change it to Nginx either way, but let's just try it this way. That's what the YouTube person told me to do. And if it doesn't work, go with Nginx. But I think we can try it.
It's
Now I have to find-
we can try that later.
Yeah. Okay. That did something. Okay, that's
Ooh.
cool. Proxy error. Oh, it does need a slash. Needs a slash.
What? Yeah,
Yes.
you do. I don't.
Slash.
Wild.
Could this be it? Yes.
Yes, man, you got it.
All right. Now can we test if this works? This looks very familiar. If I send this to you, whoops. And it worked on Apache, technically. Yes, I'll be taking, sharing lessons.
Next up, Abu's YouTube channel, setting up Apache version of Unimatrix.
Everything Unimatrix.
Yes.
Don't delete everything.
Hey, Max. Max, replying your question on the chat. It's easier to reply here. Hey,
So
No,
the
what-
question
what-
was, I have to sign out of the other Eternal accounts on Game Changer, right? In order to avoid errors. Is that-
it's not like signing out exactly. It's like a configuration setup. You enable this mode on Eternal that is single address mode. Is it will mimic like NAMI, for example, right?
Okay.
Where you have just one address to deal with the apps. In that setup, GC will work properly. Otherwise, it's very confusing for GC. Like Lace, Joy, Eternal, they have multiple accounts, child addresses support, and it's very confusing on CP30 to deal with. So yeah, and for example, Lace has a new multi-delegation thing, and everyone is doing its own solution, so it's weird.
Okay.
So single address mode is the rock solid
Safest.
support. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only requirement from GC, but Eternal works with GC, works very well. Actually, was the first one to really work with GC properly, because NAMI was, for example, presenting issues with multisig. But Eternal, no. Eternal understood what it has to be done to sign properly with GC. So it was a good match, GC and Eternal.
Okay, fair enough. What is this in the chat here? The issue that you're getting, Hero?
Looks the same.
Yeah, so I tested the URL on front. Yeah, it's still the same.
Not good.
Still, you're not getting the WebSocket.
Yeah, I think Martin also.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin is also saying the.
I have the same problem.
Okay. Maybe Nginx is going to be the solution.
Well,
I don't
can
know.
you try removing that reverse proxy line?
Sure.
Just a hunch.
See what happens. All right. See. Looks like it's not. Oh no, it's not. Right. Yeah,
Nope.
looks okay.
Doesn't do nothing. Can you check your access logs now? If there's something there.
Sure.
Being hacked.
Where was it set up?
I mean, just that's history at this point. I will.
Yeah.
Or
Do you know Control R? It's like the Google of command
Oh
line.
yeah, yep, that's my favorite one.
Roy will tell you, I know one thing and I stick to it, no matter how stupid it is. But yeah, it looks like
I don't see
access.
anything in there.
Nope. Error.
It's probably not the correct one.
Is this the same one as before? 1513.
Yeah, but some like in Nginx, you have an access log for every connection you have because you put
Maybe I
a
have
line
to specify.
in there, but I don't see it in your configuration here.
Yeah.
So
Maybe you specify it here. Hold on. Ooh.
So it works all the way up until the WebSocket.
Yeah. Well, we are very close to having the same setup now. So, yeah.
Okay, let me try it here. I'll put it under server name. And I'll put it in custom log.
Is it hard to switch to Nginx? It's not that hard, right? Let's do that.
Probably not. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This is what we have right now, but if we don't want to keep going with this, if it's not the right solution anyway.
And then copy the example from what I have, because that is also upgrading your HTTP link. If that is the problem, because Adriano has the HTTPS, or he has his own certificate he signs, which I don't use, and because it's public data or not very private, yeah, you don't have to serve it on a. I mean, it's on your server. It's not. Doesn't need to be HTTPS to Nginx. So yeah, I don't see that's a problem. So
Okay. Yeah. Forget Apache. Doesn't seem like it's worth doing this.
For ultra secure setups, it's nice to even have a SSL termination between your microservices. But you're right, Martin. I mean,
Yeah.
for this, it's okay.
you can do anything.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's try this.
That's for the record because we are on live stream.
Okay, sorry. It's my default setup.
No. Come on, it's okay.
That's why I was testing you, Adriano. You didn't even believe I was not doing it.
That worked.
While Abu is setting that up, I don't know how long that'll take, but Rohit, we had some discussions this morning. Perhaps it would be interesting to get Martin's and Adriano's take as well, or anybody for that matter. But basically, what we were running into is that when we have 50 posts, let's say, that haven't necessarily been minted yet, and we're calling upon Unimatrix on 50 different channels, we're going to, of course, run into some issues there, just in terms of rendering the website and making sure that we have an efficient flow as well. But that's where it might be interesting to have some of your input. So
I think we already touched on it, I think 2 weeks ago or last week, that it could be possible to use a Unimatrix ID for every collection or collective ID, and then use subpaths. But the trick is, I didn't include the subpath option into the component, but it's very easy to enable.
What do you mean by component?
What Hero knows. It's
The definer, let's say.
it's a React component.
So you mean using the same ID, but you again use different path values, and it will still work.
Can you go to the Unimatrix component?
The listener, you mean?
Yeah,
Define
maybe.
the effect hook.
Or can I can show it as well.
I mean, I could set up the path. I've modified the code a bit there, but what I'm asking essentially is, so it is possible if I use just one Unimatrix instance, add the ID and just use the path names, to access all the different posts transmitted data. Is that possible?
What I discussed with Adriano, I think if you listen on the root path, you will get notified on everything that is happening in a higher place. So then you can customize your listener to dig deeper once you receive information.
It's not working like if you have a path, right? And then you have another path that contains the previous one, the parent, let's say. It's not like listening on the parent will make you listen all the time. It's not like that. Every path is unique. It's a unique channel. That the thing is that application-wise, from your front-end standpoint
Right.
or whatever, it helps you isolate channels for different use cases. So what we were discussing with Martin is that at the very beginning you don't know what to expect, right? You don't know what's coming, what's coming to your service, to the front end, whatever. You don't know. So maybe you will want to just listen for transaction hashes under at least a path that refers to or contains some information of at least the user or the collection, the archive you want to deal with. That minimum specification of the path will help you listen on a channel specific for that topic, let's say, and then you can get deeper if you want to just get one action, one thing, you know. Yeah.
Because the subpath is a list, and deal in the ID is not a list. So you have only one component to listen to more things.
And remember, once again, the ID is like a password, should behave like a password. And the subpath can be something standard. And that list that Martin showed, actually, Martin, what I was saying the other day was to create a hash out of the list you get there. You know, that list, the NFT 0, NFT 1, and 2, what I do exactly on GameChanger to deal with multi-transaction, multi-sig situations, more than one transaction that requires multi-sig, atomically on the signed sections function call. How I deal with that is to put all the hashes on a list of those, of each transaction, and create a hash of the sorted list of hashes. That unique string can be used, for example, I use it as an ID, as the secret, let's say, but you can do something similar, for example, to create like a unique hash for the collection. Just throwing you ideas, guys. This design is up to you, but this thing can help you create a unique identifier that everybody on this network can agree upon to listen the proper channel. So if you sort a list of strings and you hash that list, it's a deterministic way of creating a unique hash. Maybe that can be used for, I don't know, for the archive, for the collection, Max. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe you can do that with the user IDs that we're using for each user. Yeah. You have already an ID. Use that. If you have already an ID to identify this stuff, use it.
Yeah, we have a couple of ways that we could define it.
I'm thinking
But
of
more the let's say the angle of thought that we were looking at was how long do we need to listen to a Unimatrix path to get the results, and can we cycle through them very quickly? But yeah, I think you already answered the question of how we can specify it.
But that's a great question, and you have two solutions on Unimatrix purpose for developers to solve that question. It's a good question. One thing is, okay, you can start listening from now and forever until you stop that JavaScript listener for any incoming thing, for example, on a Unimatrix channel. But also, sometimes you don't want to do that. You just want to read information that you know it should be there. And if it's not on a controlled period of time, that should fail. Like, for example, someone announced a transaction on a channel. Okay, now I want to download, for example, that transaction to deal with it. For example, to read it, validate it, and provide my signature. That's the common use case of Unimatrix. So that download, when we say, okay, now I want to download the full body of the transaction, right? That function call on Unimatrix is time-based, and if you don't receive the information on a period of time, it fails with an error. And that's the difference. You can wait forever for something, or you can just wait a tiny bit of time because you expect that to be there. Otherwise, you need to continue with your life, do something else. So you have the two ways of dealing with this on the library.
And if you just want to grab the latest transaction that was published on that, or that was announced, like the latest announcement on that path or name, or
each Unimatrix write event goes with a timestamp.
Okay.
So and the timestamp is quite public, is as far as I remember. So you don't need too much complexity to just decode it and read it.
Okay.
But the thing is that this decentralized database works like it's not like, how can I explain this properly? Sometimes you need to expect to receive all the versions of a write event of a data that has been written on a channel. Then you can compare with what's the latest. And in the case of this other modality that you can use, instead of listening, the function that just retrieves you the data, that one, as far as I remember, is retrieving the first data available. Because when the ID is not known yet for anybody in the world, when the channel, the subpath is not known by anybody in the world, the first one that writes there is supposed generally to be the genuine peer that is writing the data, the right one. Maybe if there is an attacker, it can, and it has some access to the parameters of the channel because maybe your application leaked it somehow. Then you will have replicas of that data that maybe have some, bad intentions.
Yeah.
So this is why the get data, I think it was get data, I don't remember the name. That function on Unimatrix retrieves you the first one. Also, it's the quickest because the data you receive is the one that you get.
Okay.
But let me know. I mean, if you guys have some issues, need some extended functionality, let me know.
I think that we're going to try that out then, that get data. I think that's
Okay.
something to look into for us, yeah.
I don't remember if you were able to parameterize that, but there is a timeout for that. So you can also click that timeout, as far as I remember. So then you can tweak it to just wait, I don't know, for some milliseconds for getting something, and that, otherwise, you know that it's not there, supposedly. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you have to make a bit of a guess of how good is the user's internet connection. But yeah,
Okay.
we'll have a look.
I got the access logs running, by the way. All I see is 200s. I don't really see any errors.
Okay.
Martin, do you want to try one more time?
Rohit mentioned he had to drop early, so I'm not sure. I think he just
But
dropped.
you're still on Apache.
Yeah.
Check.
Last time and then forgetting about it.
Yeah, if you're getting 200s and it still doesn't work, maybe
Okay,
you need
then forget.
a similar trick I have, only then in the Apache way, to upgrade your channel from SSL, from HTTP normal to SSL, from the microservice to.
That sounds like a lot of things I'll never understand. I'll just stick to Nginx and copy paste what you've written.
Yeah, I copy pasted it from Roberto, so yeah, I'm in a similar boat. I understand why you do it, but I don't understand why you need exactly those lines. But yeah,
It's all good. But yeah, at least we got this far. This is a pretty good. We got like I say 90% there. So yeah, hopefully I'll try Nginx, copy paste it. I'll let you guys know how it ends up.
if you have, when you do this, you have exactly the same setup as us. If it doesn't work, that's
impressive.
And we have created magic, which is we need to research further.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate it. I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, I think so too. We did a lot of good steps now, and we have a better understanding and you of what needs to be there to make it work.
Cool. Yeah. Now, when we post this video, how can we make it look like that I was really smart and I knew what I was talking about?
It's live streamed, Abu, so there's no chance of that.
Oh, it's live.
It's already the case, right?
Yeah, what Marta said, actually, I take back my comment.
Nobody's worrying about that. Everybody's worrying about the albedo factor because you came from making gym on your cam. So don't worry. Nobody cares about that.
Everybody's still thinking about the sweat you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. All right, sounds cool. Yeah, that's it for me. I think. Max, is there anything else you want to do?
No, yeah, we'll be in touch on Discord. Yeah, it'll be good if we have this live and we can see it in action, and we can do a bit of testing as well with some of the things you mentioned, Adriano. Great progress, and I think we're going to start doing some more marketing, some actual marketing next week. So we should definitely chat about that, so we can maybe involve you on that. Once we have this node live for Unimatrix, we'll also be reaching out to more people to do some testing on production, and we'll do some giveaways that people can hopefully find some bugs that we can iron out very quickly.
Sure, Max, everything you need, that's on the channel. Martin, I know it's helping a lot there, so thanks, Martin, also. And yeah, we're happy, guys, of what's going on with you. So amazing, and yeah, of course, let us know anything regarding marketing. Yeah, we will do our best to join you. Of course. Also, can help there a lot.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you,
Thanks for
everyone.
being here.
Martin. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye bye. Okay, this is a
Hey
wrap.
guys, Newman and yeah, are you? Did you understand anything of what we did? Because
Barely.